All right, I want to create this little video here. This for the Unit 4 review. And so my name is Mr. Libber. And like I said, this is Unit 4 review for algebra. All right, so this number one, if you notice here, it says y is greater or equal to, don't forget that little bar under there, is minus 5 over 4x plus 3. We're supposed to graph this. So we always start with the y-intercept first. The guy that's being added or subtracted to the x is my y-intercept. So I'm going to start where y is 3, which is right here. I'm going to use rise over run. All right. And rise over run in this case is the number in front of x, which is negative 5, 4. The negative tells me to go down. And the positive 4 tells me to go to the right. So I'm going to go down 4. It's going to be fun with these dot lines. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then over 1, 2, 3, 4. So I put a dot there. And I can do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put a dot there. Now, I got to be careful here. I got to draw a line. Is my line going to be a solid line or a dashed line? Well, whenever you see an inequality, it means that there's going to be a solid or a dashed line. All right, so because there's a bar there and it looks like a solid line, we're going to draw a solid line. We'll try to draw it through these dots. All right, now we got to determine if we're going to shade the top or the bottom. All right, so the way you do it is look at the inequality. That is greater than. So greater means higher. So I'm going to shade above the line. What this means at any point that you pick in this section here, the shaded area, is the solution. We call it the true side. The side that's not shaded is the false side. That means any point you pick on the orange shaded area will still make the statement true. So otherwise, this side will be always greater than this side. So if I picked, let's just say, pick this point here, that is 3, 1. And if I put 3 in for x and 1 in for here, when I do the math, it's still going to be greater than this. This side is going to be greater than this side. Now, if I put 0, 0, which is false, you're going to say 0, and then 0 goes in for x. That make that 0, and then 0 plus 3 is 3. So this would be 0 greater than 3. Well, no, 0 is not greater than 3, so this whole side here is false. All right, so let's do the next one. Next one, same thing. So this is my y-intercept. It's the number that's being to itself. So I'm going to put a little dot here on the y-intercept. My slope is a negative 4. So remember, we want to do rise over run. Since rise over run looks like a fraction, I want to make this look like a fraction. So I'll put a 1 over it. So I'm going to go down 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, over 1. I'm going to make sure I do this right because the lines are a little shady. 1, 2, 3, 4, over 1. So I'll put a dot there. Now, I could go up 4, but I have to go left 1. So it'd be positive 4, but I have to make a left turn. So I'm going to go up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, over 1 right there. Again, well, got to make sure I draw my line correctly. And so if you look, it is a solid line. All right. And because it's a solid line, there's a bar in it. I'm going to draw a solid line, which will make it look like this. Oops, I missed there. There you go right there. All right, now I got to determine, am I shading below or above the line? And since this is less than, so I'm going to be shading below the line. So below the line would be like this way. And again, don't forget that this side is the true side, the solution side. This side is the false side.